Chengsi from the CAPS OU. I'm introducing the development of the radar data simulation capability within the coupled EnKF and EnVar hybrid system for the convective allowing ensemble forecast and testing via the NOAA Hazardous Weather Testbed spring forecast experiment. First of all, I would like to introduce the history of the HWT ensemble in CAPS. From the 2008, we started to assimilate the radial wing using 3D VAR and the reflectivity using the cloud analysis. And then into 2016, we add a cycle EnKF to simulate radar data. And in 2017, we add the convention allowing FV3 member. And last year, we add the ensemble couple global and regional FV3 forecast. This is the last year HWT model and configuration. We use the WOLF ARW model and also to FV3. DA system, we use the CAPS, 3D VAR, and cloud analysis, and GSI EnKF, as well as the CAPS EnKF, basically for radar data assimilation. And the resolution is 3 kilometers. And this is the website for our spring experiment production. For FV3, at this moment, we just use the GFS analysis as an initial condition. For 3D VAR and cloud analysis, we just do one-time assimilation, then make forecast. And for EnKF, we use the GSI EnKF to assimilate the conventional data. Then in the last hour simulation window, we use the CAPS EnKF to simulate the radar data. The reason why is CAPS EnKF will have more efficiency. So this is the neighborhood ETS for the 1 hour rainfall. Here we can see in 2016, the EnKF will have a lower ETS. But in 2017, the performance is much better. The reason why is in 2017 we used the GSI EnKF to assimilate conventional data. But in 2016 we used the ARPS EnKF to assimilate the conventional data. But the ARPS EnKF cannot assimilate conventional data as much as the GSI EnKF. So that's why in 2016 the EnKF, the performance is not good. And also, so we can see in 2017 EnKF in early hours, basically less 6 hours, had a lower ETS reduction rate than the 3D VAR and cloud analysis. So that means EnKF will have much balanced analysis, so they can keep the hydrometeor field well than cloud analysis. So actually, at this moment, we are moving away from the cloud analysis to the EnKF and the hybrid EN3D VAR. So this today my major topic. So we developed the capability to directly assimilate reflectivity in the GSI operational data system. So one is a unique feature is we can assimilate the full volume operational radar data. And also so we use the temperature-dependent background error profile for stability of hydrometeors. And actually in last year, this conference, I introduced some special treatment to deal with the issues associated with the nonlinear refractivity operator. And also we have 3 options of control variable for hydrometeors. One is using the mixing ratio as controllable. The other is do the log transformation. And this time we have one more option is use power transform mixing ratio. So I will give more detail later. So this slide I want to remind last year our conclusion. We compare the CVQ and CV log Q based on the 3D, and we found CVQ have a better analysis for small reflectivity, but have worse radial wing analysis and slower convergence. But CV log Q have better analysis for the large reflectivity and better radial wing analysis and faster convergence. So this time I want to show our current progress from the last conference to this conference. So this time we use GSI DA system, including EnKF 3D and hybrid EN 3D. And model we use the WRF, LW, and control variable. Now we have 3 options. We will compare them. And the experiment configuration, the last time we used the OC to test, and this time we use the real cases of the NOAA operational HWT and one of forecast case. And power Q, I will give the detail later. Yeah, I have a question. And configuration, the start, we use the method MCS. Occurred in 2016, and we have a 6-hour window in first 5 hours, and we just assimilate the conventional data in the last hour. We use GSI, EnKF, 3D and hybrid to assimilate the radar data each 15 minutes, then make forecast. So here is we compare CVQ and CV log Q first. So we can see. Okay, we can see the background is actually it's a 15-minute forecast from the previous cycle analysis. So for CVQ, the analysis and forecast of the leading edge, the line, the MCS, is actually worse than the CV log Q. With the high reflectivity, is worse. So however, for CV log Q, we can see some high reflectivity core spurious icons produced. So that means the CV log Q, the analysis actually has some imbalance. So basically, if you forecast, so some high reflectivity core is produced. And this is the IMSI for each cycle. So we can see the VR, the radial wing analysis, the CV log Q outperforms CVQ in terms of a smaller IMSI. But however, if we check the reflectivity, we can see after 15 forecasts, so the limit square actually is larger than CVQ. So because the imbalance analysis and some high reflectivity core produced. So that's why it works. Okay, this we compare the 3D EN 3D hybrid EN 3D with the 20% static B and EnKF. So we can compare the 3D and EN 3D. We can see actually the analysis even analysis look good for hydrometeor, but after 15 minutes, basically it cannot maintain the storm structure and degrade quickly. But EN3D can maintain the major storm cell. However, like before, the spurious is an issue. This is a CV log Q analysis and forecast. So, and if we add the hybrid, I mean the 20% standard B to the EnVar, so we can see the in this area, actually, we found the small spread. We don't have enough spread, so for EN3DY, actually, the missing this stratiform precipitation area. So they underestimate the reflectivity. But if we add the static B to the EN3DY, I mean the hybrid, so we can see a good analysis in this area. So for EnKF, we found both the convective and stratiform precipitation are underestimate than the EN3DY. Also, we see some spurious. Seems the clean air cannot successfully suppress the spurious. This is the 30-minute forecast. I think it's the same story. And hybrid EN3DY with the 20% static B can give a good forecast, the best forecast. And the EnKF and seems to underestimate, and 3DY that can basically look like a lot of spurious and cannot maintain the MCS, the leading edge. But in this area, it look and in this have two storm precipitation area, but hybrid can better assimilate the forecast. But other experiments cannot give these two area precipitation. Oh, okay, this power transform. So we use this power function to transform the mixing ratio. So why we use it? Because we found the CVQ have some problem. CV log Q also have the imbalance problem. So we just figure out, can we do some relaxation so between the CVQ and CV log Q. So yeah, this is not new and nothing new under the sun. So in 2010, we actually already used the power transform in the update total number concentration by radar DA. And also the NCEP also used the power transform in the analysis of the surface visibility and cloud ceiling height. So we just use this transformation to radar reflectivity assimilation. So we choose another test case to compare these three control variables. So okay, great. For the IMSI, we compare the IMSI. We found when the power parameter is obtained between, I think, 0.4, can get the best forecast in terms of the IMSI forecast. And for CVQ, it seems the worst. And CV log Q is between better. So this is the inner loop. For CVQ, actually had a slower convergence speed and the worst VR analysis, especially for the radial wind analysis. Very slow convergence. So why? Though I think we check the reflectivity and the relationship between the reflectivity and the mixing ratio. We can see if the reflectivity is very large, the nonlinearity become higher. So that's why the CVQ need the more outer loop to converge. So you can see to small reflectivity, actually the CVQ seems to have no much problem to converge. But for the large reflectivity, it look 3 outer loop is not enough to converge and get the optimum analysis. So, okay, this compare 3DY and EnKF and hybrid EN3DY. I think the same story like before. Still, hybrid EN3DY get the best performance. Okay, this is another 4 case because we want to see the CV power Q can get the best performance in other cases. So we test 4 cases. So in most of cases, we can see the power parameter between, I think, some cases 0.4, some cases 0.6. But basically, from 0.4 and 0.6, can get the smallest Loomis square forecast. So this summarizes, and we already had this the hybrid and EnKF couple DA system for directly assimilate the radar data, and we have a 3 set of the control variable, and was tested, and we found when CV power Q with the 0.4 to 0.6 power parameter can give the best performance, and the hybrid also hybrid EN3D perform best. In terms of better capture the intensity and structure of storm. And future plan, we will run the system in this year for the operational HWT spring experiment. And next year, we will switch to the FV3 model. And also, we are developing the agent for the Thomson microphysics scheme, reflectivity operator within the GSI relational framework. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much.